I've never been a huge online shopper when it comes to clothes. I'm a big, tall, lanky guy, and like, you know, sometimes they say that a thing is large or extra large. I can't trust that. Fun fact, and this isn't sponsored. One of the few clothing companies that I have ordered stuff online from was Cool Shirts, even before they sponsored me. But again, when it comes to other companies, I've always been too scared. And today we have a story. Actually, you'll see, there's a line of stories to kind of build the state of ordering clothes online in 2025. So this is another presentation by the incredible researcher Maya. With the rise of fast fashion and online shopping, there's been a growing trend of people not receiving the clothes they've ordered online. Here we have Shein. Here we have a bunch of clothes from that place. Oh, here we have a backstory for Maya. Here we have, Maya's always been this faceless figure, and in this channel, here we get to have a Maya backstory. When I was 16, this happened to me with my prom dress, and I was so sad about it. It looked nothing like the photos and was really cheaply made. Not me, but pretty much what it was. Aww. Yeah, that is like that is so bad. Hopefully she's not too sad about it. Nowadays. This is like a cheap Halloween costume. This is like this person wore this in a movie, and then this is the Halloween costume version of that. The story continues. We even tried to take it to a tailor, but the material was so cheap. They couldn't do much with it, and it ended up being cheaper to buy a new dress from a proper company. This is what my actual dress looked like, not me. Well, that's an improvement, Maya. I'm happy for you. But I'm not alone with getting duped. Maya's doing her own... You know how a lot of you guys are like in the comments saying that this has turned into Maya, the researcher's channel? She's doing her own intros. I had my own intro, now she's doing her own intro. In this video. I'm not alone with getting duped by online photos. As companies like Shein and Temu get bigger, it's happening more often. So now we're gonna see a bunch of these stories of people being disappointed with clothes, and I'll like rate them from 1 to 10 based on how close they are to the the expected thing. So this is the expectation. So this is like from a Reddit post or something. Ordered the robe you wear when the police comes to tell you your millionaire husband died in suspicious circumstances. Yeah, this is a real actually, I'm trying to remember what she wore in that movie. This very much gives off the vibe of the wife from the movie The Long Goodbye. Have you guys seen that movie? It's pretty incredible. Oh no! Wait, again. Oh! What the f? Where's the dress part of it all? Where's the dress part of all of this? How much am I gonna have to rate this? Let's decide. This is like pretty dog shit. Everybody with me? This is pretty dog shit. This has this like, oh, it's like 70s sort of, this early 70s kind of flowy nature kind of thing, you know? This is a bunch of garbage. I'm giving this a 3. Maybe even a 2. This is horrible. I gave it a 3. Yeah, pretty much. So someone in the comments to the post said this. The actual artist made gown in the pic cost close to $500. He used about 10 yards of fabric and blah, 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 blah. I've made similar but not direct copy pieces. Material alone on this kind of thing costs around $350. The picture everyone steals are made by a well-known burlesque dancer named Catherine Delish. It's a good name. Anyone thinking they can get this for anything in the ballpark of Wish prices is loopy. Support the artist and get a gorgeous piece. I mean, they're expensive, but you shouldn't get the Wish version and expect. You shouldn't buy anything on, one of those like Wish type websites and expect to get this, obviously. Expectation. Is this AI? I don't even know anything anymore. Is this AI or is it just well lit? I mean, this stuff in the back, those cabins or are those... Whatever, man. This isn't what the video is. I'll go with my guts and say that this is AI. Anyways, this is the expectation. Is it just this thing printed on like a rag? It's a pretty funny one. I'd say it's a bit closer than the last one. It's still clearly horrible material. Let's say a 3. If I gave the last one a 2, let's say a 3. Maya gave this a 2, so Maya is like, this is a bit worse. Okay, expectation. This is the expectation. It's big hefty coat. Big old hefty coat. Go out on the winter and be like, I'm a winter person now. I got a big old hefty coat with a bunch of colors. This is like fully like this. I think what I said about the Halloween, how these pictures are the Halloween costume of this is up though. This is like something from that Dick Tracy movie, referencing a bunch of films. But Dick Tracy, it's kind of, you know, I haven't actually seen that movie. Just know all the visuals from it. Yeah, this is horrible. This is like a Dick Tracy villain sort of thing. I feel weird giving all of them like 2s and 3s, but they are so bad. I'll say it too. I'll say it too. If I thought I was getting this beautiful, hefty kind of wool kind of thing, and I got a fucking, you know, this fucking thing, it's like a curtain. Sort of, you're wearing a curtain on top of you. I think a 2 is justified, and Mai's giving it a 3, so we're hovering around the same numbers at the moment. This is the expectation. A bunch of cute sheeps. But there's one black sheep in the family, standing out, being like, I'm not like all the other sheep, you know? That's what all of you are to me. Not black sheep in the sort of negative connotation, but I think all of you guys are, all of you guys are superstars in my eyes. That's what I always say on this channel. This is the slogan of the Evil Pinely channel. All of you guys are superstars. Anyways, let's see the reality. How much do these cost? Do we have, I mean, there's like usually like a Reddit post linked. Oh, that's just the website. What is this? Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's all just AI garbage. So $37 for this dress. I'm assuming this person's like paying like $30 for this thing. Well, and then they get this thing. Ooh, I don't know. Okay, well, we're talking expectation versus reality. How disappointed would you be? I mean, visually, obviously, all of these are just, they take the thing and then they print it on cheap materials. I think, you know, listen, it obviously visually, it is very similar in the sense of it is that printed on that. But this is still horrible. I guess I'll give it a 4, just so I'm not saying 2 and 3 again. Maya said it too. I think she's justified. I just kind of wanted to spice things up. The website she bought it on is still up and running and full of AI images now. I know, Maya. We were both curious about this, I guess, and we both went to the website. Yeah, you buy this for 26 bucks, you are just getting a plastic sheet. Just a horrible plastic sheet to wear on your legs. You know, if you're exposed to too much sun, it's gonna tattoo that shit onto your legs. You're gonna look like a guy from a Tim Burton movie. Walking around like a guy from a Tim Burton movie. Products are garbage. Don't waste your money. If I could assign 0 stars, I would. That would be so mean though. The products received were nothing like the products advertised. The listing referenced linen and embroidery. But what I received were polyester shirts with design printed on the fabric. What are you talking about? This is handmade. This is hand woven. Sometimes the clothes have added sayings or the images have been changed. What does she mean by this? So guys, this is what I ordered a month ago from eBay. You can't hang with us. This is a more simple thing, right? All the other ones, we just, you know, people were expected to pay like $1 for like a beautiful flowy dress. Here, it's a t-shirt. So it says you can't hang with us, expectation. Honestly, so this is you can't hang with us. You got something better. You can't sit with. That's a better shirt. I am giving this, in the history of expectation versus reality, I'm giving this my first ever 10. This means a lot on this channel. Getting a 10 on this channel means so much. It means so much. I saw a video of like this guy called, what was it, Mike from Logan Paul's podcast, talking about how he went to like a pizza place and he gave it his first 10 and how that means so much. And I'm like, no it doesn't. Who gives a f***? And he was saying how it means so much. I'm like, that's not how it works. You build the credibility and then, you know, people can be allowed to react to that being a big deal. But you don't make it a big deal by going around town being like, it's pretty good when I give someone a 10. You should all be impressed. You should all be impressed when I give something a 10. That is a big deal. I give 5 out of 5s on my Letterboxd account all the time. It doesn't matter. Mine's giving it a 5. Nope. It's a 10. It's clearly better. This is ridiculous. So again, this is another t-shirt situation. The shirt my 13-year-old daughter ordered versus the shirt my 13-year-old daughter received from Shein. I hope I'm saying it right.
The clothing brand, it is usually said as shein.
I keep hearing people say it in a different way, but I'm trying my best. The $8 sunflower shirt, that exists on some level. And what? It's to say the print quality looks worse, but it might just be the lighting. More plants, less assholes. Someone is saying an improvement. Do I think it's an improvement? Sometimes I find shirts that swear to have too much of an attitude. Like, you know, someone would be going around wearing a shirt where it's like, this isn't my fucking problem. It'll be like a shirt that says that or something, I don't know. And I'd be like, all right, man, you know, going around carrying around that energy on you. It's a bit rude. That said, I'm giving this one, I mean, it just says the text, right? It's just an added thing. Let's say an 8. Sure. I'm giving this one an 8 out of 10. This means a lot, actually, coming from me. I usually just give things a 2 or a 3. So when I give something an 8, oh my god, this is a big deal. What was he thinking? Who gives a Alright, if I gave it a 5. I mean, listen, Maya, it's pretty much just the shirt. I guess if you didn't want to go around carrying a swear word on top of you, maybe you'd be a bit disappointed. With the rise of AI-generated images, scammers don't even need to steal photos anymore, leading to even more people not getting what they ordered if they don't look closely. Or just Google image reverse. Do the reverse image search, honestly. I've said this a bunch, I'll keep saying it. Expectation, look at this beautiful dress. A beautiful AI-generated dress with a beautiful bag. Yes, I think this is worth $30 or whatever. They listed this on Shein. What is this? What is going on here? This is like a low-budget cult would have this sort of clothing. They're like, you know, really try to get things going. They haven't like figure out like a good financing plan. This is what they're wearing in the meantime. I'm giving this is one of the worst ones. I'm giving this a 1. This is horrible. And mine's giving it a 2. Too gracious is what I think. And then we have this kids clothes company. It's just what a beautiful situation. All these candy bubblegum sort of clothing, you know, very exciting stuff. And this is the expectation. This is sick. Like, I know this is an AI thing probably, but if this was real and made by a real artist, I would like a jacket that's like that. I'm a huge jacket guy. Both literally, like the jackets are huge, and I'm pretty huge because I'm tall, but also I have so many jackets. I love them so much. And this is the reality. Okay, I mean, listen, we don't have all the textural bumpy stuff that makes it so special. I'd say I'm feeling a 4 on this one. 2? Really? I feel like this is one of the closer ones we've seen so far. I feel like a 4. I feel like a 4 is warranted. I was even, you know what? Bumping it to a 5. That's what I'm doing just now. And this is a message from Maya. To avoid scams and disappointments, you should always look at the reviews of a site, and if you can support local and small businesses or get secondhand. Or make them yourself. That's not a thing I particularly know how to do. I mean, that's just me throwing it out there. If this video causes you to make clothes yourselves, wouldn't that be so cool? I'm not saying you have to do it, but like that would be so awesome if you learned how to make clothes yourselves. Like imagine that being one of your new skills. If someone starts to do that from here on out, let me know in a future video in like a few months. The end. As usual, if you have any video ideas, feel free to send them over to the Maya tip line. Well, this was a fun video. I have no idea what to title these sort of expectation versus reality videos. I'm thinking online shopping has gotten worse, right? I feel like that's pretty accurate. Oh, sirens are coming. They're coming to arrest me. All right, I'm gonna stop the video quick before they do that. Subscribe.